Hi, good evening, race fans. How you doing tonight? And it is late night here. If you're on the East Coast, on the West Coast, well, it's still nighttime. We got At The Checkered flag racing here at Dover. I still call it Dover Downs. The Monster Mile. Qualifying underway here. Who's going to set the pace here tonight? Tricky concrete creek style track. We'll have to see what happens. Stay tuned. That ought to be a good one, though. And let me know here who your favorite is out there. A good solid field, too, by the way. All right, folks. I wanted to go here and see who's putting on pole so far. Man up front, James Bonner out front. Joshua Altus is going to have an EOL, so this don't count. He's going to have to start in the back. But Ghost Man sitting there in the third place. You got Gilliam sitting in fourth. And Trask right down to fifth place. But, hey, stay tuned. It's going to be a good one here. Let me hear who your favorite driver is, who you're rooting for out there. Because it's Dover. Miles is getting hungry tonight. Get going. All right, folks. Well, I'll tell you what, Dover ought to be a good tricky track here. See what we got. Trask, Curtis. Who's y'all's favorite? I don't know who the favorite will be right now. I don't know. Got a lot of great drivers out here. Now look at it. All right, Dover. Now, I still call it Dover Downs, but I know it's changed or something like that name-wise, but yeah, I still call it Dover Downs, Delaware. Not even sure what it changed to. It changed a different name or something. It's still Dover, but they don't use the Dover Downs. Got an Auto Trader right there on the side. Maybe it's the Auto Trader Dover. Dover Auto Trader. All right, grid time. See who puts it up here up front. Who's going to win it tonight? The man out front, James Bomber. I'm going to say Bomber until I hear different. Joshua's going to have to start in the back. Ghost there is going to be up in third. Matthew Gilliam sitting in the fourth. Jordan Trask there in fifth. Justin Curtis starting in sixth. Todd Parrott seventh. Ryan Jones in eighth. John Dermott sitting in ninth. Zachary Peterson in 10th. We got Carter Menard there in 11th. Mitchell Williams in 12th. Brandon Hinton, he's sitting in 13th. David Persisky? I still get tongue-tied over that one. 14th. We got Charlie Goltzman there in 15th. Paul Turner 16th. Thaddeus Friel, he's sitting in the 17th. Tony Menard, McDaniel, excuse me, I said Menard. McDaniel sitting in the 18th. Garrett Stone 19th. Got Chad Garcia 20th. Randy Coyer 21st. Don Rinchberger 22nd. We got the old Rick Modrick, he's in 23rd. Richard Young 24th. Ryan Engel starting 25th. Tom Ringer there in 26th. We got Zach Mully in 27th. Jacob Williams starting 28th. John Dorian there 29th. And Peyton Lindy, he's sitting in the 30th spot. This one ought to be good. We go. Woo! Y'all ready? Fast-paced 1 mile action here tonight. Dover. How many trucks is Dover gonna chew up tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Pulling for the 7. All right. Gotcha. So is that like somebody else's car or that's your own car? That's been a good season here, guys. How y'all feeling? Feeling pretty good. I think it ought to be pretty good. Dover. 79 Trask all the way. Always one to watch. Hey, now look. Jordan Trask is. He's a good fast driver. And a tricky track here tonight. But here we go. Pace cars in. Green flag underway. You got to be careful at this place. It could jump out and bite you real quick. Look at man Bomber. He jumps out front. They can stay side by side for a little bit. Not too much long though. For this mess right here around about the 5th place spot. You got Jones and company. They call me Grandpa Thompson. 45 TVR Eastport. Okay. Grandpa Thompson. Grandpa. I gotta ask, why Grandpa? Other than the fact that maybe you are a grandparent. Also watch the 20. Okay. A lot of trucks to watch here. Gotta watch that ghost machine too. You can't see him, but he stays up there. See Curtis and Trask right there behind him. Jones. Oh, caution. Already got out and bit somebody. Let's see what happened in the back. Oh, yeah, a little checkup. 44 got a little sideways, and then from there, it was a pile up. Matthew Gilliam, yeah, you see the 22 got loose. And nowhere to go, and it's just kind of a checkup kind of affair there. This track, very narrow, not a lot of space. Start seeing trucks do that, nowhere to go. Caution. He said watch the 20 also. Let's see, where the 20 at? Unfortunately, the 20, Garrett Stone, got involved with that wreck. Yeah, he got involved with it a little bit. Wrong place, wrong time. And it happens. So I'm going to say Auto Trader is the new name of this track. So what do we call it? The Dover Auto Trader? Is that what we call it now? Is that what they're called? I mean, what are they? Because I always known Dover Downs, Delaware racetrack. I guess now it's Auto Trader. Okay. We got Bomer Ghost right there along with it. Yeah, just Stone, wrong place, wrong time. Hey, it happens. It's one of them racing type things. You know, you just never know. It's set to go back green. Line them up 2 by 2. See some of the guys that had to start in the back, where they moved up to. Altus up to 19th. Thaddeus. But he said there was 2 5 trucks out here. Oh. Oh. There we go, back green. Pace car's in. Oh, absolutely. We're going to run through the whole field here in a minute there. Well, out front, man, right now, Bomer, he gets to jump on the field. Curtis right behind him. Ghost trying to see what he can do to get away from Trask. Parent and company right there along with it with Jones. They're going to go side by side. The 2 wide. Oh, got tight coming out. The 73 did. And that's easy to do with this track. Problem is the Ghost man was on the outside there and paid a little bit of the price of that one. John Dimmitt back there in the 7th. Parrot behind him. You see kind of like that little bump as you come out of the turn. Kind of throws the truck up to the wall a little bit. I've talked about that in the past. Gotta be real careful. You see it right there. Kind of like a transition from the bank. I mean, this track is banked all the way around. You never really go flat at this track. But yet there is a slight banking difference between the front and the back, and it's kind of unique, and it tosses you into the turn. Whew. You've got to really be heads up. Ghost right now trying to hang on to it. Kind of diamond it into the turns here too. That's what you want to do. You want to diamond it in, but then you got to watch the guy behind you, make sure you don't try to dive on you. A little race right there around 7th place spot. Everybody just kind of falling into place. There's Altus. Looking to see if he can't come from the back. Got an EOL, but he's running to the front. We're lap 12 on this one. Got Garcia right there along with it. A little further on back, see what's some battling going on. We got Zach Mullen, Turner and Company. Peyton Lindley. Sean Dean right there too. It's like Stone and him still on pit road getting repairs done. It's an unfortunate night for them. This man's trying to check out though. Got about a half-second lead. Then another half-second lead right there in the third place. So the top two kind of strong. That's right. It's Dover Motor Speedway now. Okay. Now, is there a reasoning, TJ, that they took Dover Downs away and made it Dover Motor Speedway? I mean, I haven't kept up with the changes. That's why I'm asking. I just heard that on one race where we was talking and so forth. Didn't know if there was a... I'm going to think the Dover Downs is probably like the area. Maybe it might have been a sponsor. Could be a sponsor thing. Carter Menard right there trying. He's up 3 spots. He's going to see if he can't take another one. Dermott's going to move back. Drop to the 8. Carter going to move to the 7. Got Peterson right there too. A good little race so far. And kind of what you see. This place, you know, it's hard to pass, but it's kind of what you pretty much had to pass one by one. Homer out front with Curtis Rowan with him with Trask there. Jones, Williams, Ghost, Menard, Dermott, Peterson, and Brzezinski. I got a battle going on back around about the 10th place spots. You got Peterson right there behind him. Brzezinski, man, right there in the 9th place. You got Altus. All kind of little minute cluster style battles going on. Parent right there in the 12th place spot again. Brandon Hitton also 13th. Tony McDaniel there in the 14th. Rick Modrick, he's sitting in the 15th. Chad Garcia in 16th. Thaddeus Friel, 17th. Foyer, he's in 18th. Mullen there in 19th. Engel sitting in 20th. Man, right now about 25th. Wrenchberger. Let's see. Everybody's on the lead lap, so he'd be the first one, or the last one on the lead lap. Peyton's going on pit road. Unfortunately, the Gillian, Stone, Young, and Ringer out of this one here tonight. I didn't see Soft out there. Oh. All right. Oh, okay, TJ. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so that's why I was curious of why they changed and dropped the Dover Downs. It got to be a sponsor issue or something. Who knows? Either that, they want to maybe sound more modern, but to me, it just always has been Dover Downs. I mean, they could have went Dover Downs Motor Speedway. Could have done that. I mean, hey, that would have been just too obvious, though. Homer out front, leading it here at the checkered flag here tonight. And about to swing it over here if you're on the East Coast to Saturday morning. We'll go from Friday to Saturday. Now these guys, man, are going to race into the next day. You're on the East Coast, though, or on the West Coast, you stay in the same night, Friday. Brass hanging on to second place, but he's falling back. Curtis is there in third. You got Jones up in the fourth. Kind of just single file racing. Yeah, Jordan up to Brass up to second. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you got a little work to do, though, man. Get a man out front. Got about a 2-second lead. Tires is another thing here. You have really got to manage your tires. This is a concrete style track, and it will chew up those tires very quickly. It's one of the few, I talk a lot in broadcast about tires on iRacing and what tracks do. There's not many tracks that chew the tires up enough to where they really matter, unless you've got about 20, 25, 30 lap newer tires. Here, though, you can get away with 10, 15 lap newer. All right, right now, Ballmer out front, leading. Watch the 54. He's up. 7. Yeah, Chicagoland will. Like I say, there's just very few tracks on iRacing. Now, in real life, yeah, it's a lot different. But on iRacing, it's just something that I feel like they need to work on. You watch enough races, you see what I'm talking about. Oh, caution out. Uh-oh. Oh, David Persisky, man. Somebody hit his head. No, he just looked like he lost it coming out. And then Joshua Altus. 3 wide don't work here. Boom! Into the wall. Yeah, 3 wide does not work. I'm going to say that Altus probably... I mean, see, David got sideways. Altus got the run. Probably should have backed out of that one a little bit. Yeah, he got loose again right there. When he got loose and he saw he was in trouble, should have, oh yeah, the 96 of Peterson there. Yeah, that was just 3 wide racing and bad. 3 wide. Makes it exciting though. Yeah. All right, Bowman out front right now. Brass along with him. Curtis, Williams, Dermott, Menard, Altus, Peterson, Parent, Hitton. It's your top 10. Well, we got some movers. Modric's up 12. Mullen up 14. Williams up 8. Ingles up 9. Donnie up 10. Got some movers. No, they do not have unlimited tires tonight. No. See if I can't find that info for you right quick. I do know they don't have unlimited. Do know that. Two sets tonight. 2 sets. Wow. They have 100% fuel, but only 2 sets of tires. You really need to manage it between the cautions and the green flag stops. So far, nobody's pitted. The top 12 or so haven't pitted. Race car's in. I mean, so far, I don't see the tires falling off. I mean, these guys have went, right now, 33 laps. They go on, another 20, maybe 10 or so. Look at that madhouse back here in the back. Right about where Jones is. Mullen and company, side by side. These restarts are real sketchy. Gotta be careful. Get loose real quick. Slide into somebody. Get tight going into turn. Throws you up into somebody. And Jones Garcia right there along with it with Peterson. Altus up to fourth all the way from the back. Well, he was just caught up in some of that mess just a second ago. He might actually have the hard charge of it. It's kind of, I was talking about this before. I mean, to me, if you have an EOL, doesn't qualify. But hey, look, I ain't the rules man now, so I don't know. Don't yell at me. That would make it interesting. You have to start in the back. You don't get your own choice of a pit thing because you get a penalty. I'm not sure in NASCAR, they've changed a lot of the pit rules. It used to be based off your qualifying, and I think it still might be, but some of them might draw, but I think at some point you get penalized, and you have to get like far back pit stop or something like that. Bowmer out front, Trask there along with it with Curtis. Altus in fourth. Dermott, he's in fifth. Well, it's if you count the set they got on, they start with a set, but then they have two afterwards. So you're only going to get two new sets. Let's say it that way. I'm going off by the rules it is right here. Max tire changes, 2. So you're only going to change 2 times. Obviously, you do start with a fresh set. Which should be more than enough with a 115 lap race or 125 lap race. Because you should be able to go, I mean, even if you go 40 laps a run, but if you're talking about 100% fuel, 100% fuel, you can actually go probably 50, 60 laps. But I was talking earlier, remember, about new tires? Well, you look here at Ryan Jones. He pitted at lap 30 and put a set of tires on. And look at the difference. I was talking about the difference in tires. The thing about it is, though, he's only still running a 24.5 to a 24.7. So even with 30 lap new tires, he's only running 0.3 faster. I figured it'd be a lot quicker than that. I mean, he's picking up spots, yes, but I figured it'd be a lot quicker than that. Yeah, he's lost 2 spots, Todd has, but he is right there in 7th. You talking about Todd Parrott? Parrott's in 2nd. The Jones with those new tires, I mean, yeah, he's faster. He ran a 47 to 78. So he's about right at about a half second. But folks, that's 30 lap different tires. That's what I'm talking about. You would think he would be like a second or so, second and a half quicker. 30 lap newer tires. Crazy. See, Garcia and Ghost, they both pitted at lap 30. Now, Freely and them pitted at lap 30, but they did not take tires as yellow flag is out. Not sure why. If it's on Paul Turner, because he's kind of slow on the apron. Somebody, maybe somebody just like fast spun or something. Well, we got a good schedule coming up in September, folks. Taking a few weeks off here. Yellow out. Nobody. Yellow flag on. I need a spotter, man, for the yellow flag. Is it Peterson? Got to be one of those fast glide spins or something. We're trying to find it, folks. Oh! What in the world was that? Okay. Did Ghost come back there, man, and hit him? My bad. Under caution. Tell you what, folks, it's been a good one here so far tonight. 46 in the books. Step away real quick. Take a quick commercial break. Be right back. All right, here we go. We're going to line them up. It's over tonight. And a solid one. Owns with those new tires, so everybody's pitted now. And now let's see, because there'll be about 15 lap difference between the man back here in 7th, who's on newer tires. And from that point on, everybody pitted with tires. As opposed to the top 6 pitted at lap 30. Actually, Joshua Altus has not pitted yet. Joshua on a crazy one. There was a foot between them. That's what I'm saying. Must have been a ghost out there, man, that got him. Killed him. Green flag. Jones out front with Altus right there. Let's see how Altus can hold up. Look at Bulmer, though, man, with them new tires. Good night. Shot out of a cannon, but then he almost shot himself in the foot going into the wall. Here's where you got to be patient. You're going to be fast with those new tires, but you need to be patient, too. You don't want to wreck yourself or get into a wreck. You got time to get to the front. See that man, he's the first one with the newer tires. You got Curtis right behind him, though, with newer tires. Then you got Trask. All those guys on new tires. All right, let's see when the fall off is here. You can see Bummer right now, man's catching up. Yeah, he should be. You can see the track position, you know, helps a little bit, but not too much. We can see right there, man, James Bonner. He's still able to run him down. I mean, he ran a 66 to a 94. Ghost hanging on right there, so it's a matter of time. Takes him. Closing in on that back door. You got him. Oh, caution though. Cooper. What happened? Oh, 17 got him. That's what I'm saying right there. This right here is a perfect example of you diamond it off into the turn. The 17 was there though. Ouch. Yeah, if they're going to have a problem a little bit with the net code, and I'm seeing a couple of it tonight, what you're going to have to do now as a driver, be very, very careful putting your nose on the inside of something. Because now you know net code is being pretty bad here tonight. Which does happen. Well, let's line them back up. 2 by 2. All right, line them up 2 by 2. Oh, appreciate it, Thunder. Well, we got Jones right now out front. Bomber right behind him. Ghost sitting in third. The Ghost and Jones are the only two that pitted on that lap 30. Everybody else pitted in lap 45. Cautions has slowed the pace down just a little bit. I would always say situational awareness. There we go, pace car's in. And flag back. We'll see, man, if Bomber has enough to run down Jones up front. Fast, definitely going to make short work. Yeah, you can just see that's new tires versus old tires, and he just runs right by him. And are you kidding? He took him out. Wow. Oh my. I mean, how in the world? I mean, look at that. He's got a... For heaven's sakes. Go back and watch it one more time, because... I mean, James had the whole outside, and the 73 just didn't hold it down. Just turned him. Wow. Go from a different view here. Let's see one more time and see what happens. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. And they both paid the price for it. I don't know who that was come shooting in afterwards though, but man. A couple other trucks. Ouch. Ouch. He did. I mean, that's... You know, you got... In racing, you know, we talk about what we see up here a lot of times. You got to give and take. I mean, I get it last lap, 2 laps to go, but at lap 61 of a 125 race, you know he was on 15-lap newer tires. He was going to pass you no matter what. Let him go. Live to fight another day. Now you don't fight, and you took him out. Right. Yeah, I mean, and that's sometimes, you know, you give and take it, but yet, you know, you could come back later on. Well, that's a tough one. Tough one. Ouch. I mean, and there again, that's why you got spotters too. I mean, I know his spotter's telling him to truck outside. I mean, he definitely was outside. All right, puts Trask right there, man, up in to the lead. Owen Menard. Yeah, but some of these guys that are getting pits right now, like Engel and all them, that will be in the back. Looks like Engel, though, a long pit stop for some reason, but I don't know if they got tires or not. Might be still a little early for tires. But it's like Ghost sitting right here. He pitted at lap 30. Still on those older set of tires. Ghost has got to understand that these guys around him are probably going to be way faster and are going to get a run on him. They could have. I think it's going to come down to who makes that last pit stop with the last set of tires. Here we go. Pace cars in. Green flag. About to be in the air. Trask, Menard Company. Go, go, go. And you can see right there Curtis on the outside there, Ghost. And he should be able to make short work of him real quick. See how Ghost, man, just let it go. Didn't drive up the track there. He knows those guys behind him are going to be faster. I mean, look at that. The 54 is going to go around. Here comes the 43. Now, I mean, and now it's up to the 43 though. There, he needs to understand he's going to be quicker. Sometimes, even if you're quicker too, though. Yeah, it's on the flip side. It's not always on the slow guy. If you're quicker, sometimes you need to be patient also and say, okay, let me pick and choose where I make that pass. I can't just go hauling off in there like I don't know. Oh, Peterson not having the night he wants. Spinning out again. Let's see what happened to him. No caution. He just lost it. Whoop. Down the track. Okay. Got out from under him a little bit. Ouch. It's all Trask out front right now. Yeah, that's true, Thunder. Racecraft. Menard right there looking good, though he's trying to pull in. See if he can't close that gap on the back end and take the lead away. Curtis hanging on strong back in third with Williams there along with him. Tire. What do you mean tire? I'm going to say most of these guys have one. That's why I say you need to probably save that one set closer to probably around about lap 80. I'm going to say around lap 75, 80, 85 is where I would want to at least have that set of tires. Maybe lap 90. Then pulling up here, this is about 4th, 5th, and 6th place spots. You got Williams. Dimmitt, Ghost right there along with them. I mean, but you can see Ghost actually is still holding on. Even, he hadn't pitted since lap 30. Yeah, he's one of the ones on the newer set of tires also. Williams. For Ghost to have not have pitted at all since lap 20 or 30. Yeah. Not bad fall off for him. Well, Ingles, I'm not quite sure if Ingles put tires on. He was on pit road for a very long time. 25 seconds. I don't know if he got damaged or something somewhere. See this battle right here around about the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place spot. Don't see his truck looks beat up at all, but yeah. It looks okay. This is kind of heating up race right here, though. That's Curtis, Williams, Dermott. Dermott or Dimmitt? I think it's Dimmitt. Yep, Dimmitt. Okay. Gotta make sure. Oh, there's I mean, we still got 18 cars on the lead lap, so actually we've done quite well. Very well tonight. Brass out front with Menard there. Curtis. And we was talking about with Williams. Got Dimmitt. Alta's trying to see if he can squeeze up here too. Go's still doing an outstanding job on his older set of tires there in 7th. Parent hanging on there in 8th. Now that lap truck right there, I think in front of them. He just went around it. Yep, that's Peterson. Not having the night he wants, unfortunately. A lot of good solid racing so far. Alta's trying to come through the field where he had to serve an EOL. Head start in the back. Woo. Come off that turn, you can see them things been getting awful tight. Yeah, Todd's doing well there in 8th. All right, 43 says I'm gonna battle back. Looks to back to the inside. Alta's got that high line, but he's gonna close the door and go back down low where he wants to be. Dimmitt's gonna fall back to 6th. Go's still holding to 7th. See if Altus can run these guys down. Now, Altus pitted at lap 56. Did take tires. As you can see, he's utilizing those newer tires there. But you can see there is a little advantage. But he's doing it right. Patient. Come through the field. Pick them off one by one. Pick them up. Knock them down. Lap 78. It's all Jordan Trask, though, out front. Menard right behind him. Curtis hanging on to third. And we see Altus there in fourth and Williams in fifth. We've got a little battle going on back here in the back. Oh, caution, no. Uh-oh. Cooper. See what happened to him. Everybody being by himself lost it out of the turn. You can already see that truck going sideways and boop, right in the wall. Okay. So I said around lap 80 to 90 is when you want to take those last set of tires. Let's see who pits then. It's been lap 45 since they pitted. Well, looks like Trask might come in then. Nope. Takes the field. Okay. Curtis is. Ghost definitely. He hadn't pitted since lap 30. Now Ghost here, you might want to watch because this is only going to be Ghost's. Well, he pitted at lap 30 and took a set of tires. So this is his second set. Man, he's going to have a huge advantage over the field. He's going to have, what, 50 lap newer tires? Holy cow. What is Zachary Peterson doing? Wrecking again? That guy's just not having the night he wants. So I would watch out for Ghost, Abrian Ghost, who just pitted at lap 80. You also got Curtis, Turner, and Friel. Now, Curtis took tires. Turner did not. Friel and Ghost both took tires, and I don't know what happened to Ghost. He had a 19-second pit stop. Not too bad. Still in the caution. He ain't got really much to worry about. Gonna be in the back anyways. But now this is where those guys are going to have to be very, very patient. I mean, you're talking, they're 35 lap different tires. They're going to be faster than the field. But, you know, we've talked about it. You still got to be patient. And they'll come through the field like gangbusters, but I say pick them off one by one. Well, Ingles pitted at lap 56. I say watch the guys in the very back. Ghost and Curtis and Friel. Those three. Keep an eye on them coming through the field. They're going to have to be patient. Pace cars in, though. Trask out front, Menard along with them. We're going back green here. Auto Club style. Definitely don't want to spin the tires on the start. It's easy to do on concrete, by the way. Concrete doesn't have as much traction on the start as like asphalt. A little slicker, especially when it's hot. Trask out front. Here comes Menard. Williams right behind him. Here comes Altus, going to stick his nose to the inside of the 54 machine there. Altus holding strong down low. That pushes Williams to the outside. Remember I said watch Ghost? Ghost doesn't want to be too patient, Wants to be a little semi-aggressive. Curtis utilizing them tires. They don't want to use up all their tires, but yet then they don't want to sit back there and let them guys get too far ahead where they can't catch them. Got Trask right now. Altus right now, though, he's utilizing a new set of tires. He's got a lap 56. Trask might be in a little bit of trouble here. As I said, it's whoever going to come down to that last pit stop and it gets the last set of tires. And you're seeing it, Joshua Altus with a little better tires than Jordan Trask right now. Right, he'll wait too. If you wait too long, you will run out of time. So you've got to be, I always call it conservative aggressive. Got to be a little bit conservative and a little bit aggressive so you don't run out of time. Look right now, Altus pulling up on the back end here of Trask. And this is a perfect example of what I was talking about. Be very, very patient. You know you got a little faster machine. Maybe just ride a little bit here. Got time still. I mean, we're on that lap, what, 87? See, look, you can see you're faster than he is. You just need to set him up. I mean, now Trask is probably not going to give him that inside lane. You see Trask getting a little bit tight. Yellow flag. Uh-oh. Ingles around. What happened? Pops the wall. Did he get loose by himself? The 7. Down to block the inside a little bit. And, oh, he gets in the wall. He shaves off the wall a little bit. Nothing he can do. That wall. Somebody tears his back bumper off. Free virtual parts. Here's another chance for Curtis and them. Curtis is sitting right there in the 9th place spot. He needs to keep gaining some spots. What's up, Ryan? Trying to you do rally cross, trying to figure out the oval. Hey, you know, there is a big difference between that and that. And hey, Jordan, Justin Curtis on pit road. On with Avery and Ghost. Do they get tires again? Well, they're just going for fuel. Well, Ghost did have another set of tires. Wow. So did Altus. Trask and them must be out of tires. Yeah, I mean, and then that's what we talk about up here. You know, a lot of times, obviously, we see it. It's a give and take game. That's all. You learn, you go on. It has been interesting. It's going to be interesting now because Trask and Williams did not come on pit road, and I'm wondering if they're out of a set of tires. If they are, they're sitting duck. Remember I said watch Friel? Well, he just pitted here at lap 80. Altus at 89 did take tires. Everyone behind him took tires. So this tells me right here that now everybody's out of tires. There is no more sets. I will say this caution probably benefited Joshua Altus more than anyone. He was coming through the field. And if Jordan Trask is out of tires, he probably did not want to see this caution. I mean, he's hoping maybe this thing goes green the rest of the way. But at this point now, with almost a 40-some different set of tires, it won't matter. Altus and all those guys will pass Williams and Trask. They're going to have to be patient again. They have to know that still it's only lap 91. Still got time. Don't get up there and run them over. Don't want to get yourself in trouble. Pace car's in. Here we go. Trask and company up front. Green flag. Trask does want to get as far away as he possibly can. And you're going to see Altus is just going to make short work of these guys. There's nothing they can do now. But see, now right there, that's where Joshua needs to be very patient, because he doesn't want to get himself in trouble. You can see him out front, just made short work. Here comes Menard Company. And there's nothing that Williams and Trask can do. Caution! Oh, Ryan Ingalls again. What will happen to him this time? Right? Quite sure about that one. What happened? Huh. Lost it, I guess. All right, so yeah, I think Trask is out of a set of tires. Williams on pit road though. He's got a set. Jordan Trask might be out. He is. Hey, he's pretty much just going to get freight trained. I mean, Altus right now has had the pit strategy. That caution fell perfect for him. Perfect. Pitted at lap 89 with new tires. Got Menard right there too. About 30 to go. Going to get close to about that 25 mark. Anybody got anything for Joshua out front? Jordan Trask is fast, but the tires just isn't there for him. He needs another set. And even if he does have another set, the problem with it now, if he pits, he'll be so far back. Does he have enough time to get back to the front? That's what we were talking about earlier. That'll be the other issue. Okay, we got Menard right behind him there in third. Creel holding on to fourth. Daniel up to fifth. We do got some movers. Parent there in sixth. Dimmitt seventh. Modric 8, Ghost there in 9th, and Turner hangs the top 10. Yeah, he's on the even set of tires with everyone. And you can see right there, they're just making short work of Trask. Well, is the Menard going to be able to get up there, man, and challenge Altus? Might be the battle here. What does Carter Menard have? Look at Todd. He's going to be able to get around old Trash right there, too. Look at Connor Menard take the lead from Joshua Altus. Altus might say, you know what? Go on out there, Menard. I'll let you go. I've seen Altus race. And he can see when a guy might be a little bit aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you're going to wear those tires out. And then all slowly but surely, here comes Altus running you back down. Which is what Parent might be doing now. If I'm Parent, I've caught these guys, but I might be thinking about at this point, you know what, I got a little time. Maybe I need to be a little bit patient. Because if you run it too hard, oh, caution out. Man. At this point, if these guys are spinning out by themselves, yeah, back to turn up. Ouch, she just hit the wall. Ow. You know it's slick. So the first thing you do, who's in the rear end, back her up. Put your, make that throttle like a little egg. So you don't get into panic mode here on this track yet. I mean, you're still going to have less than 25 to go. You've still got time. Even if you're Parent or Altus. Now, I will say this benefits Menard a little bit, because if he is being aggressive and running the tires, and Altus' game plan is to wait, eventually at some point, man, Joshua's going to have to get on it and go. Trask is on pit road. He did take tires. Long pit stop, though. All right. We're going to have to see what Trask and Curtis has. Okay, remember I said Jordan Trask, if he pitted, does he run out of time? I hear you out there, Thunder. Does he have enough time to come from 13th up? I'm going to say yes and no. It's going to all depend on the cautions. Hey, Garrett out there said, yes, it is. It's all going to depend on how the cautions fly. Trask needs to gain, I'm going to say, at least 4 or 5 spots here. And if a caution flies, then the next time around do the same thing. If there's going to be a caution after caution after caution, let's just say it that way, the Trask needs to gain at least 3 to 4 to 5 spots each time between those cautions. Bare minimum of 3 spots from where he's at, because that would put him up to 10th, and that'd put him up to 7th, and then that'd put him up to 4th, and then probably right there at the end, he would be right there at those guys. If he's not gaining those positions, though, yeah, because he's going to be a faster. He's got 11 lap newer tires. It's a pretty much almost go time for him anyways. He's too far back to sit back there. He's got to be more on the aggressive side. Still don't want to get in a wreck. Don't want to hit anybody. Don't want to kill yourself. Still got to be careful coming through that field. He's got to go. Pace car's in. Going back racing here, Dover. At the checkered flag, who's going to get it? Menard, Altus up front. And green flag. Well, Altus did not jump like he wanted. Parent's right there, but Altus going to get around him. Who's top 3? They're the 3 that needs to be a little bit patient on their deal here. Let's just watch right back here and see what Trask does. You see him. His safest bet is to take the high line. and drive around these guys. But again, like this right here where he's got to be patient. He knows he's faster than a lot of these guys up here, but he needs to be patient side by side too. You can't sit back there and ride behind them all night long. Like right here now, he picked up 3 spots. Remember when I was telling you he got up to 10th? See now here, I say don't 3 wide, and that was a good job on his end. He backed out. He thought better. Oh, and then he lost it on the inside. Wow, caution out, and that's Dover right there in a nutshell. Yeah, that's just Dover. That's the track bit him. That was Miles the Monster came out and bit Jordan Trask. He was stuck between a rock and a hard place there, folks. He had 2 cars in front, trucks up in front of him, battling side by side. He was way faster. He needed to get around those guys. He went down low, and then you know at this track, when you go low, you get loose. And there goes the night for him. That boy, take a quick commercial break. Be right back. It's been a good one here at the Checkered Flag, Dover Downs.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words, passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community, are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, let's line them back up. See what we can do here. It'll be 17 when we go back green. He was doing the right thing. He had the right strategy. Track bit him though. All right, we got Menard, Altus up front, Parent there in third. Emmett there along with him. Pace cars in. Menard's going to control the field here on the start. Green flag. We get it all the way green here to the end. It's how aggressive these guys want to be. You can see Joshua right now being very aggressive. And this is what I'm talking about. Where you want to diamond it in. Problem is the guy sticks his nose on the inside of you right there. Now Joshua's got to be very careful though coming off the turn. He don't want to lose it himself. Now what Parent wants to see is these guys get up there and battle each other. So does Williams. You got Friel back there behind them. Modric, Ghost along with it. You see Joshua loses just a little bit right there. Back up, just let those things cool down just a little bit. Body kind of spread out right now. Modric. Trask went in and got some damage taken care of, but I just don't know if he's got enough time and enough truck come back to the field here. I mean, his last lap was a 62. They're 32 up front. Yeah, they're 31, 32s up front. Wow. He ran a 50 that time, so the damage is hurting him. Right now you see Joshua Alters trying everything he can. Which is on the inside. You just don't want to be, you want to be careful because you get it very loose here very quickly at this track. Menard right now is very much protecting that inside lane. So Joshua might want to think about what I got to do. Do I stick my nose in there and take a chance of getting a little tight, pushing up the track and catching him? I don't know. Have to see. Right now it's all Carter Menard out front. There goes Altus. And that's what I'm talking about. He's got to be careful because you see that truck just getting tight and loose coming out of the turn. Just can't quite keep it held down. That's just typical Dover here. And Menard knows it. He does not want to give Altus a lot of room down low. What a run by Altus though, man. To come from the back all the way back to the front. They stayed out of trouble. Parent right now, I mean the top three, here's the time, 63, 64, 64. Williams is the fastest there with he had a 59. So those top three are running about the same. That last time was a 71, 68, 75. The Parent is running the same exact time, so he's not making up anything. He's not really losing anything. So again, I'm going to go back on. He is hoping those two get up there and battle. The problem is he's going to have to put up with Williams, and he's in the wall. And that right there is probably going to open the door for Michael Williams. Michael Williams, though, he probably could have went around him, but I think Williams had to probably get out of it just a little bit. Meanwhile, that battle up front for the lead. Joshua's doing everything he possibly can with about 6 to go here. Solid runs. You can see the top two moving away. Come across the line. It'll be 5 to go. Does Joshua Altus have anything for Menard? Menard have enough out here. What about Williams? You take that third place spot away from old Parent. Sometimes you get into that groove, you start doing a mirror driving and you get yourself in trouble. Ghost up to 6th. Get Ghost Man moving. Moving on up. Jordan Trask. Trask has battled back to 8th. He's just going to run out of time. In that last lap, Jordan Trask was 2.5 tenths fast. Trask would need a caution right now. If Jordan Trask would not have wrecked, I feel like he would have been up front. Meanwhile, this battle still heating up. You see Joshua, he caught the apron there. Truck jumped up the top. But these two guys battle it out, though. 3 to go. Get to the white flag, it won't matter. And right there, Joshua drove it into the inside. But can he hold it? And that's what Menard needed to do, pinch him a little bit. That's some good, solid racing. But it looks like Carter Menard truck is getting a little tight going into the turn. And Altus is driving her down on the inside. Menard needs to keep doing what he's doing. Don't overdrive the truck. Don't overdrive the turn, because one simple mistake and Joshua Altus will take it. White flag, and it won't matter at this point. There'll be no cautions. Everybody can just, break down. Blow up. Out of the turn, the back stretch for the final time. Altus is going to try it one more time. He's just not going to have enough to get it done out of 4. Carter Menard holds them all. They both go to the wall. Altus right there. Perrin hangs on the 3rd. What a finish to this one. Man, had to love it. Had to love it. We can't get some of these guys up here and get a word with them. What a race. Todd, Joe Mood, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
Well, man, I tell you what a race out there. And was the tires just going away there at the end?
Yeah, I was just trying to hold the 54 off. I just wore them out, and I was just trying to do everything I could to hold on.
Yeah, this track here, it's really tricky. I talked about it most of the time and whatnot. But, maybe earlier on, was there anything you could have done to get up there and get to those top 2?
No, I was just, following them and just waiting, and I was thinking they was going to wreck each other, but they had a good battle up there.
Hey, never know here at Dover. Sometimes, man, they go the good with the bad, but got a good run. Got up to 3rd tonight. Got anybody want to thank?
Yep, just thank Racing, my team, and thanks to y'all for broadcasting and for ATC. So, thank y'all.
Yo, that's Todd Parent, man, bringing her home in 3rd tonight. Let's see what this guy here, old Joshua. Joshua, join the booth, got a copy.
10-4, Joe, I got you.
Well, you had it up and down. You had to come from the back to get to the front. Yeah, it was right there. But I got to ask, did maybe some of those late cautions hurt a little bit with maybe the momentum that you would have had to get around Menard? I mean, it was a good fight either way up there. Or was it just a case of, hey, it's Dover and it's a tough track to pass?
A little bit of both, to be honest with you. I think we had a really, really fast truck. I think if it would have went green, we would have had a better chance at it, just because I was really good on the long run. So I was just trying to save my stuff because it was really easy to burn it up. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't like seeing those series of cautions. I got the lead, and then one of the restarts, he was pressuring me pretty hard, and I honestly just let him go with like 35 to go, because I was just hoping we would stay green and he would burn his stuff up, and then I'd get him again. But those cautions allowed him to kind of reset and cool his stuff off. So he did a good job, though. He did what he had to do. Clean air is such a huge advantage here. So once we kind of went green on that last stretch, I'd made a couple runs at him, and the truck felt a little tighter than it normally had the most of the night. So had to kind of adjust my driving a little bit, but had a chance there at the end. He pinched me a little bit, nothing wrong. That's what you got to do to keep the lead. So just really hard to complete, a clean pass on the bottom when you can keep the top and keep the momentum. So overall, just a good night. Just happy not to get wrecked. I've gotten wrecked the last 3 weeks in a row. So just happy to, get a clean finish and one spot short, but still a good night.
Oh, absolutely. And like you say, coming from the back up there to get that one spot, so a good run, man. Tough track here at Dover. We come home second. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I was going to shout out you, Joe, Osrnetwork. I think everyone saw, and all the admins at the ATC. Fun to get out here and cut some laps. And shout out to my S&B boys, Matthew Williams, Ghostman, Zach Peterson. Evan Coleman was in there just kind of hanging out with us tonight. So always a good time with my boys. And thank you to Drew Hodges, Apex Mountain Apparel. Y'all go get yourselves a t-shirt at apexmountainapparel.com. He just dropped a really cool CRL line. So need to get you a t-shirt, Joe. Maybe we'll work on some hats too. Maybe get you like an OSR t-shirt or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. So, but yeah, just a fun night. Thanks to my wife for letting me run with the boys. And we'll get ready. I guess we got 2 races left. We got Iowa and Homestead, so try to end it on a positive note.
There you go. As always, this Joshua Altus bringing her home, man, a second tonight. We'll get a word in with this guy here, man, who came home in the night, held him off, though, man, old Carter Menard. Carter, Joey in the booth, you got a copy. Carter, Joey in the booth, got a copy.
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what a battle up front. I mean, now I got to ask, because I know Joshua looked like there at one point, he was saying it looked like he let him go. He was looking for that longer run. Did you think maybe some of those cautions might have helped you out a little bit there, or did you even want to see them come out late? But nonetheless, battle, man, to get this win.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fun last 25-lap run or however much that was, but I didn't want to see those cautions at first after I pitted, but then once I got the lead and that last caution came out, I think that helped me a lot, keep my tires cooled off. I think that helped me a lot, be able to get by Josh there, or stay out in front of him. But he was fast. I mean, he ran me down there with a few to go in that last run, and I think a few more laps, he probably would have had me.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about this track here, so easy to lose it. Do you think maybe having that advantage of holding the outside there and holding somebody down low could have helped a little bit?
Yeah, no, I definitely think he was faster there those last few laps, but I just had the preferred line where I could just pinch him off on the exit, and he couldn't really put the throttle down without getting loose. I think that definitely is that's the main reason I was able to hold him off with a few laps to go there.
Hey, still had a fast machine, got out front, got the win tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yes, sir. Just everyone who puts on the league. It's been a lot of fun running with y'all. I'm looking forward to keep running more races with y'all.
Well, there you go. That's old Connor Menard bringing her home in victory lane with a thriller tonight here, folks. So let's look and see what the results order was. As right now, man, it finished it off. Connor Menard out front with Joshua Altus bringing it from the back to the front. Todd Parrott been able to hold on there to third. Michael Williams up in the fourth. Old John Dimond, he's hitting fifth. Abram Ghost in sixth. And Jordan Trask did bounce back. He got back up to seventh. Rick Modrick up there to eighth. You got Tony McDaniel. He's in the ninth place spot with old. Who's that? Justin Curtis. Excuse me. I'm going to get it right there in the 10th place. Got Zach Mullen sitting in the 11th. Jacob Williams there in the 12th place spot. Look to the rest of the field here. 13th, you got Paul Turner. Thaddeus Fred, he's up in 14th. Chad Garcia, 15th. Ryan Eagles in 16th. You got David Brzezinski there in 17th. Matthew Gilliam, he's 18th. Charlie Schultman's in 19th. You got Coyer sitting in 20th. Peterson up in 21st. You got Ryan Jones finishing 22nd. We got Sean Donnan. He's right there, sitting in 23rd. 24th spot. You got Brandon Hitton, 25th. He's right there in James Bonner. 26th. You got Sean Richberger. And then you got 27th, Peyton Lindsay. And 28th, Garrett Stone. 29th, Richard Young. And 30th, the Tom Ringer. Folks, I'm going to tell you what a finish it was here tonight. A good, solid race here. Typical Dover style. I was about to say Bristol. Typical Dover style here. Tough little track to get around. Tough little track to pass. But for myself and everyone here at the Checkered Flag, have a good night. Good rest of the morning.